back porch that she was last seen would be the first place that we would start going looking. That was not the case. To this day, Mr. Bill Smith's backyard has not been made a crime scene. They did not taper it off. They did not check for blood. They didn't make it a crime scene. Where my daughter remains were found was not made a crime scene. So when we talk about we laid Mitrice to rest, I hate to say this, my daughter is not resting. Okay. One of the things we just found out is that when you look in that area, it looks very hard to get to. Helicopter had to fly you in. You know, when they do a fire and they dispatch all that red stuff, do you know we found out through the L.A. Times that really does nothing for the fire? It makes on for good publicity. That's why they do it. Okay? So now, when you go to Google Maps and you bring up Lost Hills Sheriff's, just do satellite and then do roads. You will find that they have a back gate in the back of the sheriff's department. And you can take many roads to get to where my daughter remains were. Now, the only way my daughter could possibly get down there is ATV, all-terrain vehicle. What I'm suspecting is a lot of people come up missing. They go do searches. So I'm looking for search and rescue. Unbeknownst, I find that the sheriffs have an all-terrain vehicle staff there. Okay? So when we get to talk, and there's just, it goes on and on and on about the things that I have gone through to try to get answers. Now, I'm in management. Sheriff Boca is the highest of the management. I have subordinates, and I can't watch everybody. But some people that's right underneath me, there's certain things that I expect for them to let me know. And then there's people that's under them that, hey, if they feel like my immediate subordinates can get away with it, we're going to pull the chain. I don't expect for Sheriff Boca to know everything. That's why I am depending on this forum right here to enlighten him and say, this is why the FBI needs to get involved. This is why the Attorney General needs to say, you know what, put a hold on this. And let's get it done. Because we're not stupid. Okay? Last but not least, and I can go on, and I know some of you guys want to talk, but the last thing is, my daughter's scent was picked up on that porch. It was picked up. It went to the road and vanished. So my questions were, did an alien come get her? Or what happened at that point in time? The things that we had to do to get this 15 months later to where we at right now is some of the things that you may see on my website you may not agree with, and you may agree with. But let me explain something to you, ladies and gentlemen. It's not your kid.
Come on, say it again.
It's not your kid. So if I have to stand out there and be the snare drum and expose my unphysique body to get to attention to this case, that's what I'm going to do. And for those of you who want to point fingers about what I'm doing, again, it's not your kid. So Sheriff Boca, with that, these are the things that I'm going through. A lot of these people think I'm very strong, and I'm not, because I have my moments. You're all kind of names at night sometimes.
Say that.
I'm being straight up with
Say
you.
that.
Michael Janaka, you're equally a bunch of names.
He knows that.
I want the perpetrator, because there's a lady that has $6.1 million that was shot in Beverly Hills. I see her 5 times per day, every day. Now, Some people gonna say, well, you know, I honestly got to say, Mitrice for a black girl show got a lot of exposure. That's a lot for a black girl. That is a demeaning compliment, Reggie. You know it or not. Because we all should receive equal justice. Equal justice. And we're tired. We're tired of being subservient to less treatment. I have 2 full-time jobs. I'm duly taxed. And your sergeants and your sheriffs are public people and have the worst customer service for my tax dollars. So when we asking for going in the close of this year and the new year, we want who did this for Mitrice Richardson, and we want police brutality to stop. Because one of the most heartening things I've learned recently, that when your police officer had enough and decided to shoot somebody because they felt like he was going for the waistband and shot him 17 times or 15 times in the back and get 1 year, they still get their pension, ladies and gentlemen. So if I got $1 million saved up, I'm going to do your little punk 365 days in a nice little low minimum security place, but I get out with $1 million. So when I've had enough and I'm tired of jerk-offs and I'm tired of this or whatever, we have to get hungry again, people. Now I'm talking to you guys. We got to get hungry. Because we get on the bus and we can sit where we want to sit now.
Say that.
We go to a restaurant and a white person now can park our car.
There you go.
So for some of you who have money, this don't really bother you until it happened to you.
Come on.
We have to show by these numbers, and I'm grateful for these numbers, but we have to let them know that these numbers are going to keep increasing till we get the justice.
There were park rangers that were looking at an old marijuana grow between these 2 mountains to see if that grow had started to revitalize, because it's in a watershed area that has a stream that during the winter starts to irrigate the marijuana. And it was there they discovered the body of a woman. And unfortunately, sadly and tragically, it was Mitrice Richardson's body. Once that was established, it wasn't established immediately. So the key is that we sent in our homicide investigators. We sent in some people that are skilled mountain rescue people, and we were in contact with the coroner's office. They sent a representative. The ultimate thing is that we evacuated the remains of what later was determined to be Mitrice Richardson. And of course, once the confirmation that it was her was established by the coroner's office, the rest you've read in the news. So we're at this point where Mitrice has been laid to rest. Our priority was her dignity in her burial. The nature of what occurred is still under investigation by our Homicide Bureau. And we believe that it's one of the most incredible tragedies that could happen to an individual young woman. That's our perspective on this.